other kids for other sports to get in shape. Hey, but you can get some to come run with you. Wednesday night parties. Our seniors hold these every, kids like to go to parties, okay, in the summer, every Wednesday. Someone in our leadership council, which is our seniors, they host, with the parents' help, they host different parties. And kids love doing stuff in the summer. It's a good bonding time. We've had pool parties, bonfires. The guys have an annual meat party where all they eat is meat. They grill it, they cook it. Nothing else but meat. Nothing else but meat. Girls aren't allowed at that party. And so they come up with their own little traditions. The girls did some things where they made ribbons and bows. There's all kinds of things. But kids want to be a part of that. And when they go, it's like, oh, this is a really cool thing. So it builds those connections that you're looking for. And we don't go to those. The only time I've been to those is when my daughter was on the team and was a senior and we had to host. We do our team in units. Now, we are a very big team. And so, but even if you're a smaller team, you know, I don't like using the word varsity, JV, whatever it is. So we come up with unit names, and I'll be talking about those. Like our top varsity group is called the Alpha Girls, and then we have different Greek letters. For the guys, we use military. We have the SEALs, we have the War Dogs. The top group for us is the Spartans, and they get their own identity. And they do, so I got this really from when I read Urban Meyer's, when we talked about above the line or below the line. He talks about his 9 units strong. And he talks about how each group has to have a purpose. And Anson Dorn also does that with his soccer team. He calls it small societies. And yes, they understand that they're a part of the Creek XC, but they love their unit. And we do unit challenges, and the kids, you know, they're all in for the goals for the whole team, but they love their unit so much. And it's made a huge impact. We've been doing that for 5 or 6 years. And I'll be going into more about units later. And there's some of the units now. Some of them, the girls dress up every Thursday. They come up with themes. The guys aren't really into the dress up thing. They just like doing guy stuff and like push-up challenges or whatever. But the units are really important. We do host a camp. A lot of you host a camp. I put in on the presentation that's posted on the OAT CCC what we do typically. But we don't try to make money off it. We go to John Bryan State Park. It's off there. We do get to know your seniors the first night, and they do like trivia things, and then I let them kind of just bond. The second day I divide them up into teams and we play games, and it's varsity, JV, they're all mixed together. And as I said, I put all these things in the packet that are on the website, and we play all these things, but then it gets cool Monday night. Now some of you will be like, oh, this looks crazy. We have a dance party. And we have a theme each year. This was decades, a couple years ago, and every group has to dance. And so the first year, or when they're freshmen, the boys never want to dance. They just stand up there and basically this. Okay? But by the senior year, they're trying to do flips, they're doing everything, and they've come out of their shell. And it's a lot of fun, and we do line dances, and then we have a time where the guys all the guys to a campfire, and the seniors take control and talk about what's going to happen this year. And then we do the same with the girls. And camp is a really powerful thing that we do. Tuesday, I put them in their units, and they have to do so many challenges. And as I said, all this stuff is in the packets, all the challenges. My favorite is they blindfold, and you'll see it later. And the leaders blindfold the other kids, and they have to trust them for 30 minutes to walk around on wherever they want to do. They play basketball blindfolded. They make them do all kinds of things. It's hilarious. But we have a list of things to kind of build that. I used to do a ton of running at camp. I see Aaron out there who ran for me, who's now coaching at Kettering, and I used to kill them. And they would come back from camp and they'd be injured because we ran so much, and they were sleeping on these hard beds and not really sleeping at all because they were staying up in their cabins and talking, that I realized I wanted it more to be a bonding camp. And yes, we run every day. We do a race the first day, but it's more about bonding. And so Tuesday night, as I said, we do awards. We have a talent show. This is one of the crowd surfing there. He was a rock and roll guy. And so the kids, and it's just a fun time. And we do a little 1 heartbeat circle. And it's just a great bonding time. And this happens right before the season. My newest thing is my kids camp. And this one doesn't take a lot of work. And I think is making huge impacts and will in the future. I started it 3 years ago. We started with 70 athletes. Their grades K through 8. But I'll take a preschooler if they want to come. We just do games with them. Last year we had over 250. The key to the camp is we only do it 3 days. It's 2 hours, 9 to 11. It's $25. It's $25. I would just tell you, parents want, and your parents, you know how expensive camps are. But every parent wants to say they send their kid to camp, you know, when they're talking to their friends at work. And this one's affordable. So many parents thank me for that because they have 3 kids. They can't afford all these different camps. So we make it $25. And we still make a little bit of money off it, but the kids come and we have fun. And I work with the middle school athletes. I'm still, hey, Coach Russ, I like this dude. I want to run for him. And then I have my assistants, and with the help of some of our older athletes, they work with the younger groups. And I put in there all we do. Monday's our faster day. You can see Taylor there playing, but our athletes are out there working, and the community sees how great a program we have working with the young kids. And so we do all the fun drill. We do a Creek Pride cheer, and I videotape that, and we come up with little cheers, and it's just a lot of fun. Tuesday we do stronger. We teach them strength training. Jimmy, there's one of your boys right there. Get him try. That's the ugliest push-up. Sorry, Coach Blair, for that. But we're just having fun. And then we do a track and field day. Taylor actually taught race walk this year, which the kids got a kick out of because they know how successful she is. And then Thursday night, all the parents come, and we do a race, and we do different distances, and we give out medals and ribbons. And I've had a couple kids, I'm like, well, what made you come out for cross country? I got a medal at your camp. And a medal means a lot. And so the kids are doing that. And it doesn't take a lot of planning. And it's pretty simple. As I said, it's only for 2 hours, and we make it cost effective for parents. And I think we're just now seeing the benefits of this program. And it's a really good thing for the community to see how great our sport is. Problems with having a big team. Are you going to get kids that come out that just want to do the fun stuff? Yep, it'll happen. But Jimmy gave me the best line. He always says, those kids sometimes have fast friends and siblings, It is very true. If you ever had a kid and you're like, well, this kid's not very good, but their younger brother and sister see that program, and then when they come up, you're like, ooh, okay. So we still have standards. We're going to make them run, but as I say, we have a unit for those kids that we know they're there for it, for more of the social. They want to be a part of a family. They're going to work to our standard, but they're not going to put a lot of work in the summer. So we have a special unit for them. So that's a problem. They don't get as much one-on-one attention. I understand those things. I mean, there's on the bottom. We had 40 seniors this year. Okay, and so there are some disadvantages. Planning workouts and things are really difficult, but in the long run, you get a chance to change lives. I think many of us got into coaching to change lives, to use the sport of distance running. We want to teach those life skills because we know how awesome the sport is. And just think, if you could get 5 more athletes on your team and you coach for another 20 years, that's another 100 athletes that you could change their life. Maybe they become a coach and they change some more lives. So you have the opportunity. I think it's our responsibility to get those kids out there and tell them how great our sport is and help your programs grow. So that is my big thing on recruiting. I'm going to go right into my next one, and I'll answer questions at the end. But that's my 10 tips. Use them. And as I said, if you want more details, we'll go on. So that's number 1.